All right, this is the Buckley Report 2.0 quarantine, or should I say self-quarantine edition. Today is, I don't even know what day it is. It's Monday, April 6th, and we posted a few prompts on Facebook and Instagram to get a few questions, and we got a couple of good ones. One of them was from a buddy of mine for a long time, Lee, who asked, how are you guys finding it in the U.S. with much better exchange rate for buying from the U.K.? Well, here's the problem. The exchange rates are wonderful, but the shipping getting into the country is very questionable. We're able to ship out of the country with relative ease, but getting into the country, it's dicey, and there's no insurance either way. So it's not exactly something that we could really entertain. I would love to be buying right now from the UK and from Hong Kong and from anywhere else in the world. But we're kind of backing off that right now because of, there's no flights coming in. So you can't get somebody to, put something on their wrist. And the shipping is questionable. So that was a good question. There was one more from Tony on Facebook. What are some recent sold prices you have seen for popular modern stainless steel Rolex models? This goes back to what I've been saying for the last few reports. A lot of the stainless models, the common models, such as the ceramic sub, the ceramic GMT, the Batman, those prices are kind of softening up a little bit. I mean, they're still not, they're not like they were 3-4 years ago when you could buy one for $6-7 grand. But you could find one in between 8 and 9 for a ceramic sub or GMT. You could find a Batman probably between 9 and 11. And Hulks are holding up a little bit. I guess there were probably less of them distributed or made. But you'll be able to find those because it's just going to soften up more, I think. But that was a really good question. We're going to Instagram right now. And we have a question from, hold on, I have it right here. Okay, Date No Date asked a pretty good question. My personal top 3 favorite watches under $15,000 pre-owned. Let's start with modern watches. Top 3 watches under 15 grand right now that you could buy. Modern watch, I mean, you can never go wrong with a sub. I just don't think it's, there's no downside to ever buying a sub. Even if you pay a little too much for it, it's always worth the money. They're just good, solid watches. That's one. Vintage watches, I mean, Datejusts and Datejust 2s. Datejust for vintage models. I'm talking about plastic crystal, quickset, early sapphire quicksets. Always a good buy, anywhere between $3,000 and $6,000. The newer ones are on the higher end of that, and they're just good, solid watches to own. And one other one, let's see. I'm going to go out on a limb and say a two-tone Daytona. I'm not a big two-tone guy, but two-tone Daytonas are historically underpriced. And they're just really good watches for the money. I mean, you could buy a 4130 movement later Daytona, well under 15 grand. Probably between 10 and 13. You can find Zeniths probably between 9 and 12, 13, depending on, you're not going to find an L serial or an R serial, but you could find a regular Zenith Daytona two-tone, in the $10,000 range. I'm pretty sure you can find that all day long. But that's a good question. Let's see. My friend I Am Panda Cat asked, who's your new protege making Facebook groups? And he is jealous. That is young McCorsky with the Vukum group. For some strange reason, young McCorsky can't sing or dance, and he's trying to do this also. So Godspeed, more power to him. Let's see. What was the other one that I like? There was one other question. From Gregory in France. Is a royal oak with Roman numerals a Buckley dial? No. The Buckley dial is only painted Roman on a 160, a 4-digit Datejust or a 5-digit Datejust. Are 14060 subs a good buy? Which variant is best? M, 2-line. No date subs are funny. If you buy them right, they're good, but they don't usually sell as well as subs with dates. It's just not, it's historically, except for the 5513 and 5512, they just don't sell as well as, 16610 and 16800. Okay, Paul 1592. Is the Yachtmaster 16622 a bargain? It is a bargain at $6,000. It is not a bargain at $7,000. It's a great bargain at $5,500 if you could find it. But that's another story. Why don't I like Tudors? You guys know that. What is the most affordable reference Daytona? Worth buying right now. That's date, no date. I'm still going to go with just any stainless watch. Any stainless Daytona is always a good deal. Even if you're paying a little too much for it, I think they're always going to hold their value. I've never known one to really take that kind of drop where, you're not able to sell it in a down market. Even if you're selling it a little less, it's not the worst thing in the world. I think a 4130 movement Daytona stainless steel that you could buy for $16,000, I think that's a home run. They're not going to be $12,000 anytime soon. I don't see it happening. There's just too few of them out there. They're not like stainless subs and stainless GMT ceramics where they're all over the place and people are kind of, hoarding them thinking they're going to go up in value because they're not. It's going to take 20 years. And in 20 years, I don't know. We may not make it out of the next few weeks. People are worrying about 20 years down the road. What is the safest bet, vintage or modern? Always go vintage. Always vintage. Let's see. What are my expectations? What about my prediction for the vintage market post-Corona situation? Okay, that's tricky. Post-Corona means that things are going to go back to somewhat normal levels after this, and at this stage of the game, nobody really knows what's going to happen in the next 2 months, let alone 2 years. Vintage buyers are buying. The heavy collectors are definitely buying. They're all jockeying right now. They are trading. They are buying good stuff. The stuff that's falling right now, not so much falling, but the stuff that's available is the stuff that they've cherry picked already that they are not looking for unless you're paying top dollar for it. Vintage Daytonas are good ones. You can't find them. You can buy them and they're going to cost you big money, $60,000. Newmans are still trading at normal pricing. Any of those like variant 6240s, 6034s have to be really, really nice. A really nice one traded just recently on one of the vintage chats. Well-known collector picked one up, paid pretty fair price for it, but I think he stole it, because it had perfect lume. It was just a really nice dial, and it was the type of watch that, it's timeless. It's going to always be worth the money. I think we have time for one more. Let's see. How many watches do I have? Come on, you guys know me. Here, I'm not wearing anything right now. Not big on collecting watches. I'm big on collecting parts. But I've probably got, 10, 15 watches right now. Various stuff. You probably see it online. That's about it for today. We're going to make this one short and sweet. Any other questions? You guys know how to reach me. This will be posted. Oh yeah, we're not going live, so I don't have to tell everybody it's going to be posted. So thank you very much. We will be back. Today is Monday. We'll try to get back sometime over the weekend if anything new is popping up. Be safe. Thank you.